Hey, fatty! What am I eating in a day to get shredded? Shredded. Easy. Counting calories with perfect accuracy. Perfect accuracy. So first off, I'm eating 2,000 calories a day exact. Never over, if anything, slightly under. That only matters if you're counting with perfect accuracy. Now, how did I get 2,000 calories? Okay, I'm 5'7". I set a goal weight of 160. 160, I'm ripped. Now, if you don't know your goal weight, you use the BMI chart. If you're a woman, you use the low end of normal, 18.5 BMI at your height. Take that weight, the weight that it gives you to get 18 and a half, put it in a BMR calculator. A good starting point, this is going to be aggressive, will be the BMR that it spits out at that body weight. Not your dumb goal weight, that body weight. Coming from the BMI chart. Now, another number you could use across the board for women to start, 1,200 calories. 1,200 calories is plenty, and you see what it does. You need to count the calories with perfect accuracy. 1,200 max. Okay, now me, I'm at 2 grand. My BMR at a goal weight of 160 is 1,579 calories. Now, what I did is I just added about 400 to that because my movement and stuff during the day is easily 400 extra calories onto the BMR of a 160-pound body weight. At 160, I'm shredded. Okay, at 160, I'm literally 8% body fat. Okay, but in this title, I put under 10. Now, what am I eating today? So I still utilize the fasting. Okay, you don't have to. It's all a calorie count. I'm fasted all day, and here's what I'm having. You need to get yourself one of these, fatty. Calculator. Okay, when I go to the grocery store, I do it on the fly. I literally buy my meal, or I don't pack it into one meal a day. You could maybe eat a meal. Okay, doesn't matter when you're counting the calories. 3 meal a day, 1 meal a day, 100 meals a day, same calorie count, same damn result. Same macros, like it doesn't matter. You just eat whatever the hell you want. Whatever you want. Just make sure your calorie count to start with is on point. You know you're running a deficit. Okay, for women, 1,200. Or you use that calculation I just said using the BMI and the BMR to figure out that number on the low end of the BMI chart. That should be where the weight is based. With men at the high end on the BMI chart, 24.9, very slim men that don't really care about building muscle, maybe right in the middle. Get a calculator. Calculator. Now, I'm only eating canned and packaged goods that I can count with perfect accuracy. So when I say packaged, some of the packaged goods you won't be able to count worth shit either because it'll be a big-ass bag of shit. Okay, I eat things that I'm going to eat the whole serving. So it's very simple. Now, the first thing I'm going to eat tonight, I might not eat this first, but the first thing I'm going to show you is this pack of beef. Okay, this pack of meat. Now, this one's very easy to count. If you look at the back, it'll be backwards. This is 300 grams. How many calories is this? Okay, a third of the package is 100 grams. It works out perfect with this one. There's 300 grams, and 1/3 of the package is 100 grams. So it's very simple. It's 180 calories per serving, 3 servings, 540 calories. 540 calories of my 2,000 maximum. So 540. Now this one, you want to get this accurate. Accurate. That's why you need your calculator. This can of beans, I had a taste for some beans medley tonight. This can of beans, it says it's 110 calories per 125 milliliters. Now, the can is 540 milliliters. So how do I figure out how many calories are in this whole can? I go 540, all right, the total milliliters of the can. So I go 540 divided by 125 equals 4.32 servings. And then I go times 110 calories, if you can see it, 110. So 4.32 times 110 equals 475 calories. Okay, 475, and then I'll add the meat plus 540. Okay, grade 3 math equals 1,015 calories I'm at. Okay, 1,015 calories between, so this is exactly how I did it in the grocery store because I don't got a pencil and paper. If you literally have to use a notepad, then use it. 1,015 calories between these two. 1,015, all right? So I almost got another 1,000 calories to piss with. Now, I felt like I want some chocolate tonight. Okay, now this is a pretty high calorie item. And I usually make up the difference because this one's pretty high in fat. That meat's pretty lean. Those beans are very low fat. So I'm at 1,015 calories, all right? Let's figure out this chocolate. This is 100 grams of 70%. So there's a good amount of sugar in this one. So 100 gram total for the whole chocolate bar. 100 grams. Each serving is 40 grams. So the first thing you're going to figure out how many servings. So you go 100. 100 gram total for the chocolate bar divided by 40 equals 2.5 servings in the whole chocolate bar. Times 250 calories. If you see that? Times 250 calories per serving. So times 250 equals 625 calories. Plus the 1015 from the meat and the beans. So plus 1015 equals 1640. So this is, I'll tell you exactly how it looked like when I was in the grocery store. I was at 1640. So how am I going to cover 16? So then you know that you got 360 calories left to piss with. All right, and I take a look at what I'm eating. Like, what else do I want? So I got 360 calories left to piss with. I'm at 1640 between the chocolate, the beans, and the meat. Okay? So now I got 360 to piss with. So now I really like these stews. Now there's a bunch of different flavors. So I looked for one that was going to be close to 360 calories. Now a lot of them, there was some that were a little too low, and there were some that were like well over 500 calories for the whole can. So I eyeballed it, and I seen one that was 140 calories per serving, and there's about 2 servings in it. So I picked this one. So let's add it up. So we're at 1,640 calories. It's backwards. 1,640. So I have 360 to play with. So how many calories in this soup? So this one is prime rib with vegetables. All right? Prime rib with vegetables. Let's figure out the total calories of the whole can. So and see, when you start to do this, you see what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to track after a while. You just know, especially if you're buying the canned goods, you know exactly. You're going to see a million combinations of a 2,000 calorie routine for me. Fat women, 1,200, good starting point. Okay, or use the calculator to last lives. I keep explaining how to do that. Okay, because you might feel at 1,200, shit, you're like, that's easy. Pull it down to $1,000. Okay, but most of you women are going to be cutting weight on an honest 1,200, not your bullshit, shitty, counted out 1,200 that you're screwing up. Canned goods, packaged goods, exact accuracy, exact. So this can of soup, these cans, all of these cans from this brand of Campbell's is 515 milliliters total volume. So I go 515 divided by the serving size on the back says 250 milliliters and it shows the calories for 250. So I go 515 divided by 250 equals 2.06 servings times 140 calories per serving, if you can see it, 140. So times 140 equals 288.4 calories. 288.4 plus the 1640 from the other stuff, the chocolate, the beans, the meat. Okay, 1640. So plus 16 plus 1640 equals 1,928 calories. So I'm under tonight by 70. That's what I'm eating. That's how easy this is. Now, most women, if I just said, say you're a woman and you want to try 1,200 a day, a lot of you women are going to be cutting on 1,200. You will be. You're so fat. But if you're a very small woman, you might run 1,200 for 7 days and barely see a drop. If you're like a really small woman that's got like 5 pounds, there's like a 5 foot tall woman that's like 10 pounds overweight. But even with the food I got, 1,200, if you literally knock this chocolate out, it's going to put you at like 13 and change. And then you get like one, and then you maybe get a meat serving smaller than that. Okay, it's a pile of food, man. Especially if you apply some intermittent fasting, but you don't even need intermittent fast. I just do that. 1,970 calories. I'm going to tell you right now. 1,970, I can sustain this like a joke. It's actually dangerous how easy this is, because if you aren't watching it, you'll get lean. You'll get lean where you're literally as lean as you're going to get as a natural that's not on steroids. And then it'll be like, eventually it'll get like Matthew McConaughey, where he went from 180 to 168 where he was ripped, and then he kept losing weight for his on Dallas Buyers Club for his part, and then you start whacking into muscle because you just keep going past too far. And that's what you can do when you eat like this. You eat whatever the hell you want. Whatever the hell you want. Okay, if you swapped out this beef with chicken breast, for example, knocked out that chocolate, or, man, there's any combination. If we're talking for a woman, 1,200. Okay, I'm just showing you my $2,000. Okay, and I'm actually at 1,900, so truthfully, it'd be very close to 1,200 if you knocked out that chocolate. But why would you knock out all your chocolate? You could throw a chocolate bar in there that's like literally 250 calorie chocolate bar and just knock out one of these other items and get it down to 1,200. It's easy to count. You can eat whatever you want. There's no food choice bullshit dogma. Ripped. Okay, that's how I do it. Get your calculator. Canned and packaged goods, and buy them with the intent to eat the whole damn thing. And at worst case scenario, don't ever buy it where you're eating less than half of that serving, where you're saving another half for tomorrow. Okay, you can do it pretty easy with the chocolate because the squares break off perfect. Okay, don't piss around gambling on the calorie count, because without the accuracy of the calorie count, it's useless. That's where everyone screws up. That's where, like, people are idiots. For one, they think they're in a deficit, and then maybe the calorie count they were trying to hit was a deficit, but they're not hitting it. They're like, I wasn't losing weight in a deficit. Well, you weren't in a deficit, you idiot. 1,200 for women, literally on the top end, is a good start. Go a week on that. See what happens with your body. If you're going to throw in a fast, have your dieting in check, on point, baby. Okay, for me, I could sustain a $2,000 diet, like no cardio. Okay, I'm actually I'm in a big deficit right now. Okay, because I even went to the pool, sat in the hot tub, but I'm not pushing the hot tub hard or anything. And then what I'll do if I start getting down to where, okay, I feel like I'm getting too deep into this, where I'm like in the low 160s or something, then you go the other way. 2,100, 2,200. Oh, still not gaining weight back. 2,300. Oh, still not gaining weight back. 2,400. Oh, you gained a pound that week on 2,400. Boom, you're right on the money. Right on the money. Unless you have a radical lifestyle change in the sense where you start doing some sort of a activity like riding a bike with a biking group all the time, then it'll change shit. I'm showing you how to get lean without even pushing cardio. Like all these cardio rat idiots that just eat too much. And they don't track shit worth of shit. And they're all gung-ho and horny over their stupid app. And the error's already starting the moment they are trying to weigh the food and shit. Canned, packaged goods, baby. Shred City. Until next time, get yourself a damn calculator. Okay, get yourself a calculator. The numbers I'll just throw out there, Men, 2 grand max. Women, 1,200 max. If you want to get tighter and more aggressive than that, use the BMI chart. Women, use the low end of normal for your height. Use that weight it spits out, not your dumb, weak-ass goal. That weight, use that weight to figure out your BMR. And then the BMR would be, you could start there with your calorie count, which will be more aggressive than the 1,200. I guarantee it. You would have to be a big woman for your BMR to be above 1,200. Like, you'd be tall. Okay, if it's easy to hit 12, knock it down to 1 grand. As long as you're losing weight, you can trust the calorie count if it's being counted accurate. If you want coaching, get a hold of me, Snake Diet Wizard on Instagram, Cole Robinson on Facebook. Guaranteed, you follow this, you'll learn how to intuitive eat over time, and you're going to get fucking ripped, you fat ass pegs.